Okay, Lions and Commanders, week 2. I have 3 keys to victory for the Lions. If the Lions can do these 3 things, great chance to win. Go 1-1. Just put some energy back into this franchise. This is a huge, huge game because otherwise you lose and you go 0-2. Now you're headed off to the road to the Vikings. And it's just like, oh my gosh, here we go again. So we're already seeing it where we've got injuries on the offensive line. Starting center out, Ragnow is going to be out. Our starting right guard's already out. And so we've got, and our backup right guard is out. So now we're to our third string right guard. And now our left guard is questionable for the game with a hand finger injury. So it's like, oh boy, here we go. Got some injuries. Lost the first game. Like, stop all of it. Let's win this game. And here's how the Lions can do it. So I've got 3 keys to victory. The first one, just mentioned it, offensive line versus their defensive line. So they've got a great defensive line. And on top of that, they like to blitz and pressure. They blitzed second most in the league in week 1. So they're going to try to do a lot of different things. They've got Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, and Darren Payne. That's a great defensive line. And then you're going to go against our just backups and third strings, really. So we have to minimize the damage. Just minimize the damage. And a lot of that's going to have to go to play calling. We're just not going to be able to hold the ball back there, 5-step drop type stuff. We have Amon-Ra, St. Brown. We've got Swift. We've got Hawkinson. We can get quick passes. Just have to get rid of the ball. So key number 1, that interior line versus their defensive line. And really, maybe it's 1A and 1B here. Goff has to get rid of the ball. You just have to. We have to have plays for Goff to get rid of the ball because he's just not going to be able to hold it very long. Sacks are going to be a big thing. So get rid of the ball. Don't turn it over because that defensive line is going to be a problem for us. So that's key number 1. Minimize the damage there. Number 2, we're going against Carson Wentz here. So we have got to show that we can get pressure. We got a ton of pressure last week. Too much pressure. We went too far upfield. It was so fast that we got pressure that it's kind of hard to really think about, man, was that good or bad because of what the Eagles were able to do. And Jalen Hurts made it look bad, but it's like, man, we just got a ton of pressure on him. He was dancing around there all game, but he dance and would get past us 10 yards, 15 yards, scramble for 10, 8, 7, 10. It's like, man, so this is Carson Wentz. Are we able to get pressure with 4? Because last week we did. So can we get pressure with 4 and then make Carson Wentz beat us? Man, I love this. I love this. Carson Wentz, I know who you are because we have the same quarterback. We have Jared Goff. You can be really, really good. Man, you can be really good for a quarter, for a half. You're a good starting quarterback. But what makes you Carson Wentz, what makes you Jared Goff, is you have these mistakes that are just brutal, or you miss throws that you just can't miss, or there's always a little something, or you fumble the snap, or you trip over. There's always a thing. And so let's have Carson Wentz do that. And Goff, you play a cleaner game, and that's really what it comes down to. It always does. There's obviously more factors going on in an NFL game, but at the end of the day, Carson Wentz, we need him to make some mistakes, and we do that by getting pressure with 4. We're going to do that double A gap blitz look that I love so much, and then we do all kinds of things out of that because we can get you in 3rd and long. So that's number 2. Get pressure on Carson Wentz, make him make some decisions, make him beat us with some great throws. He can do it. He can make great throws, but let's make him do it. And if he does it, hey, hats off, Commanders, you win. But if he can't, tip balls, interceptions, that's going to be awesome. And then third thing is, let's get the ball to our playmakers. Amon-Ra, TJ Hawkinson, Swift, of course, but let's keep feeding Swift. Let's get the ball to Swift. I don't think we're going to be able to run it and just sit there and run it with Craig Reynolds, right? Or Jamal Williams. That's going to be tough. Let's get the ball out to Swift. So key number 3, just feed Swift. Feed him, feed him, feed him. I don't know. He's not practicing, but he said he's going to play. But it's like, oh man, so he should be playing. Let's get the ball to Swift and not screw around with, I mean, I love Craig Reynolds, but it's like, all right, here you go, Craig. Like, let's try to establish the run. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's not screw around with that. And in some degree, you always have to establish the run to a degree. But I think we go to Swift, screens, draws, swing passes. I mean, just move on the edges, get the ball in his hands. Something good can happen. So that's key number 3 is playmakers. We got to just get the ball to our playmakers as quick as we can. The days of Chark and Reynolds going deep, I just don't think it's going to be there this game. I don't think we're going to have the time. We'll definitely have to take a few shots once in a while, but I want to see us offensively get a couple first downs every time we get it. We cannot go 3 and out like we did last game. That just absolutely killed us. We couldn't stop the Eagles. And then when you go 3 and out, tired defense, and they just keep scoring, and it snowballs on you. Got to play complementary football where we're able to keep our defense off the field for a minute. Just let them breathe for just a minute, because I think you saw it last week. We got Aleem McNeil, Hutchinson especially, right? Just focus on him. A rookie, first game, juiced as can be. He was just gassed. He's like, I can't keep rushing this dude. Jalen Hurts is running. It's like, give him a break. I think our defense can get off the field. I really do. Our defense comes into this game healthy, a game under their belts. Aaron Glenn, I still have confidence in our defense. So I would love to see our defense get off the field. And that would be huge for us, but it starts with our offense, which is odd to say. It starts with our offense getting some first downs. Let our defense regroup. I mean, our defense couldn't even review what was happening before we're punting. And it's like, all right, I just imagine Aaron Glenn trying to talk to the guys about, well, all right, here's what I'm seeing. It's like, well, get your helmets on. We got to go back out there. So let the offense work in that way, and then the defense can complement it. And I think we can win this game. It's a huge game. It's an absolute huge game. It's one that the Lions have to have. You don't want to overblow week 2, especially for a team that isn't expected to do much, right? The Lions are not expected to go to the NFC Championship game by any means. But at the same time, if you can win this game, go 1-1, you just kind of level set everything. It's a new week, new energy going into week 3. Everything kind of comes together versus 0-2 injuries. We're going to come out of this game with a couple banged up guys. So now you just feel like it's injuries, and we're 0-2, and it's like, here we go again. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I think the desperation at the end of the day is what will propel the Lions to a victory, because this whole team feels it. A lot of guys returned last year. Only a few new guys, of course, but a lot of guys returned that felt what it was to just 0-2. 0-3, 0-8, 0-10. That's a bad deal. So I think the desperation Lions do not want to lose this game. They know they have to win. And I think Ford Field will start ramping up again when it gets down third and fourth quarter. Looking forward to it. I will be there. And so I will be at the game, and I will man, I don't know. I'm just excited for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't been to Ford Field in a while, so excited to see it and need this victory. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on the 3 keys to victory, and we will see all of you on the next one.